it the way you're hanging your breast, Funke? Is it good? Jesus! Close your breast. This is devilish. Learn to close your breast. It's a very Jezebel behavior.
I can never feel.
Hey guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. It's your girl Linda Love, for those of you who don't know me. And yeah, so I feel great today. I'm just in such a good mood. Yeah, I just want to talk to you guys. How are you guys doing? Comment down below. How you doing? How you feeling? How is your new year going so far? Let me know. So anyway, today's topic is a very interesting topic. I just want to talk to you guys about this topic of showing too much breasts in church. I want to just talk about my experiences concerning this topic and my opinion about this topic. Just a short disclaimer. I am not telling anybody here on this video to go to church and show your boobs because Linda said it. God forbid. Listen to this video to the end. Don't go out saying something I didn't say. For me personally, this whole breast issue is such a distraction. The church we have right now is so easy to distract. We are dealing with issues of lust. We are dealing with issues of perversion. There are people in church still dealing with issues of porn addiction, masturbation. But because most religious people are just so self-righteous, you are so busy pointing on the lady that is showing breasts. You are so busy with breasts rather than, coming before God and surrendering your real issues before God. It's easier to say the woman that is showing breasts, she has to go. Maybe one of the reasons why I don't care about people showing boobs or people looking a certain way is because I actually dealt with my issues of lust. And I think that is the biggest issue. That is why the church is so easy to distract. Why? Because even some leaders are still dealing with lust in the church. I describe lust as a neighbor coming to you, knocking at your door every day. Lust is everywhere. Lust is everybody's neighbor. We're living in a generation right now full of temptations. Lust is always gonna knock at everybody's door, but you have the power to say, no, I'm not letting you in. That's what lust is for me, right? What I'm trying to say with this is that the church has lost its focus. We actually are called to go into the world to preach the gospel to the nation, to talk about Jesus, not only talk about Jesus, but to show Jesus through our character, right? That is one of our callings. But we are so distracted. What I've learned concerning this whole topic is, the church is supposed to be a hospital. And I'm not talking about the building. The building is not the church. The Bible says that we are the church. We, the people, are the church. And let me give you an example. I'm going to come to why I'm saying this. You're going to understand why I'm saying this, why I'm using this as an example. I work as a physiotherapist, and I have to help with the injury and help them, recover quicker from the injury. I've treated a very good-looking athlete, and and sometimes he has to take off his shirt, so that I'm going to analyze and look and see, okay, where is this pain coming from? I have to look at the posture of the people, look at the body. And although this guy is hot and the body is there, the muscle is there, the chest is just jumping at my face like this, I am not focused. I am not focused on that. Why? Because I am focused on somebody who needs my help. That's one of the things I love doing. I love people. I love helping people. And that's one of the reasons I became a physiotherapist. Is this patient came to me and says, you know what, I have this pain. I have been having it for months now, and I can't carry my little daughter. I can't play with her because I'm in so much pain. So my focus as a physiotherapist is to help this man, this fine man, to help him recover as quickly as possible so that he can go home and play with his daughter. So in that moment, I put my focus on helping the person. I forget about the whole lust issue. I don't even give lust the room to come into my mind. So what am I trying to say with this? What am I trying to say with this? What I'm trying to say with this is that the church has lost its focus. We are so focused on the boobies, the balloonies, the breasts. Even it even applies to women as well. Sometimes we can be distracted by the good-looking pastor. Let's just be honest. I'm honest. Like, that's how you get deliverance, by being honest to God. You don't get help by pretending, you know. And that's one of the issues in church. We just pretend. Like, I'm tired of it. One of our biggest, assignment is to know God. To know God. To have intimacy with God. To have a relationship with God. And out of this relationship and this understanding of who God is, yeah, we extend it to other people. We extend the love to other people. We extend encouragement to other people. We extend patience to other people. We are humble. And that's the thing. Like, if you've never had a true revelation of who God is, then you cannot show it to anyone. And that's one of the biggest problems. And when I think about even like the Bible, Jesus was around criminals, was around, sinners, around prostitutes. I've never heard in the Bible of Jesus complaining about how the prostitute looked like. Could it be that Jesus actually really cared more about their hunger for Jesus rather than cared about how they looked and what they were wearing? Could it be that is more important? And through this relationship with Jesus, he transforms you. And transformation takes time. So for me personally, it took time for me to change the way I dress. Because back then, I liked to dress very revealing. Like, I used to dress even like, every woman wants to look beautiful, And I used to love Rihanna back then. And I wanted to look like her. Maybe I'm going to show some pictures. So I was shown a lot of boobies, and to me it didn't matter. So when I came to church, when I got saved 4 years ago, it was the same thing. People were like, yeah, you have to cover up. You have to cover up. So in church I covered up, but my desire to be literally naked was still there. So what actually changed that was true revelation of how precious I am. God showed my insecurities. God changed the way I saw myself. That is what made me start to cover up a little more. And I am still in the process of learning. I'm still in the process of, understanding what it is about, who God is. So for me personally, I think it's just a distraction. We are so distracted. Like, imagine a doctor, seeing a woman bleeding. This woman, let's say this woman is a prostitute. This woman has all her breast out, but she's injured. This woman is bleeding. This woman is injured. And the doctor sees her and doctor's looking at her and so distracted by her breasts that he just allowed the woman bleed, and the woman is bleeding. That's, a doctor wouldn't do that. A doctor don't care how you look. A doctor don't care what you're wearing. The first thing a doctor sees is, oh my God, this person is bleeding. This person needs help. Similar to what I said concerning my job. I'm focused on the people needing my help rather than focused on their looks. And that's what we are called to be as Christians. We are called to be light in a dark world. We are called to help people. So now the doctor sees this woman bleeding, and his first reaction is check her, see if she can still breathe, try as much as he can to stop the bleeding. Maybe try to communicate with her and ask her what happened to her, you know. And the church, literally, people come to church, people come to you. They're bleeding because they are depressed. They're bleeding because they have suicidal thoughts. They're bleeding because they're tormented. They're bleeding because they don't have hope. They're bleeding because they need people someone to encourage them. They're bleeding because of the things that they've been through, and they actually are looking for Jesus, but you are there and condemning them and telling them, no, well, you have to dress first. You have to cover up first so that I can listen to you. What nonsense. What nonsense. That's just crazy. And that's why people are not taking Christianity seriously, because of the way we treat people. It's because of the way we treat people. It's the way we treat people. And that's my opinion. And it makes no sense to me. So the person who goes to church, cover it up, you know, can still go out and you know, do the wildest things. Just because they look covered up doesn't mean they really have intimacy and revelation. Maybe we should start focusing on people having true revelation of who Jesus is. True understanding of who Jesus is. And that's what changed me. That's what changed me, because I have a revelation. Like, to me, Jesus is the most humble, the most gentle, the most kind, and he is actually also funny. Do you know that Jesus has a great sense of humor? Have you really took the time to really get to know him, to speak to him? When you pray, do you listen? Or do you only pray? Do you only go to Jesus when you need something from him? Do you only go to God when you need something from him? That's not a relationship. So, you know, that is my revelation of Jesus. Like, I have so much fun just, you know, sitting in his presence. I sit on the floor and just speak to him, just, you know, laugh with him. And to me, my revelation of Jesus is, he's literally a God who is the busiest man in the whole wide world. No one is more busier than God. He's managing heaven and earth, and managing all the crazy people on earth and all the things on earth. But he still has the time, and that's what makes me respect God so much. That's what makes me love him so much. He still has a time. He takes the time to come to you as a father with a gentle voice, to listen to you, to listen to your emotions, to listen to your mood swings, and you know your situation, to listen to what you are going through. He cares about what you're going through, no matter how small it is. He wants to be your friend. It's just like, it reminds me of what David said in Psalms 8. He says, when I consider the moon, the stars, the seas, everything you created, who is man? Who am I that you are so mindful of me? Who am I that you come to visit me? That is what the Bible says. That's what David says, because David really had true relationship with him. And we haven't come to that place yet where we really have that relationship and that revelation and that intimacy with God. And that is the big issue. The breast is not doing anything to you. The breast is just there minding its own business. That is not the issue. We need to stop focusing on the craziest things. We need to focus on true intimacy. We need healing. We need healing. We need to heal. And we need true love. We need to experience God's mercy. Because if we experience God's mercy, we will be able to have mercy on others. We will have mercy on others. So if I see someone who's naked coming, showing breasts in church, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I thought, for me, what a beautiful woman represents is a beautiful woman who shows skin. That's a woman that is beautiful, because that's what social media told me that was beautiful. So I wanted to feel good about myself. I was looking for identity in the compliments, and even though I got compliments, it was never enough. Since I have a true revelation of who Jesus is, I'm not really crazy about what people think about me, because I know what God sees in me, and that's what matters. As a church, we are still like, we still don't get it. We really don't get it. And it's just annoying. And it's just boring. That's just my opinion. Really. The breast is not your problem. The problem is that you really don't know God. You really don't know God. Jesus didn't complain about breasts. Sorry to say, Jesus didn't complain about breasts. He didn't care, because he was pure. He was pure. And that's the problem. Our minds are not pure. Our minds are not pure. Let's just be honest. If we start being honest to ourselves, that's when we're going to be free. The truth will set us free, but we are not honest. We are not honest. People are broken. People are, the broken hearts, the injured hearts. And people really want Jesus. People want to come to Jesus so badly. And the church is just hindering it. And my experience was also, because when I came to Christ 4 years ago, the church I went to before, they were really making it hard for me. Because they was just always so focused on the way I looked. And they were just like, the way you dress. And for me personally, I thought I was really, trying my best, because in my wardrobe, that was what I had, And they were like, you need to cover up. And I'm like, I felt offended. But at the end of the day, it always depends on how people say it. It's nothing wrong with correcting your sister, your brother in Christ, but the way they said it, it was just so disrespectful. But I still stayed, because you know why? Because Jesus has revealed himself to me, and I was so hungry to know who this man is. I was so hungry to know who this God is. And nobody could stop me. Nobody could make me feel bad because of I was showing boobs. I was hungry for Jesus, and Jesus didn't care about how I looked in that moment. Jesus was happy that I was really searching him, and he revealed himself to me. And after time, he started transforming me. He started renewing me. He started changing the way I dressed. He started giving me different desires. I started having a different desires of clothes and everything. It takes time. Give the people time. And that's just the thing. Like, for me, I'm tired of this topic. I'm tired of this topic. That's my opinion. It just makes no sense, and it's a waste of time. And everyone who is seeking Jesus, and you like to dress sexy, and you like to show the legs, you have the breast, you are looking hot, and people are just condemning you in church, the way you look, the way you look, the way. Sometimes people, that's the only thing they have in their wardrobe. So anyway, however, when you love Jesus, don't let anybody irritate you. No matter how you look, I don't care what you did. I don't care if you're a prostitute. I don't care if you're a drug addict. I don't care what you did. When you want to know Jesus, I want to let you know it is worth it. It is worth it to stay in the fight. And sometimes, you know what God does? God is going to raise a newcomer to actually reveal the self-righteous in the church, who he really is. Sometimes that's what it is. So don't give up. If you love Jesus and you want to know Jesus, please just keep going, and keep going to church, because the church is important. The church is important. The church is imperfect. That's what it is. And Jesus still loves the church, even though the church is so imperfect. And one of my biggest prayers at the time where I had issues in church because of all this, the way I look, I was like, Lord, I don't want to go to church anymore. And God was telling me, you are not perfect, but I love you. So the same love that I have for you, show it to the people. And I was like, Lord, I can't do it. Help me. Teach me how to love. Teach me. Show me how to love these people. Show me how to have patience with them, And that was how I started, That's how I'm still in the game. I'm still in the game. And I thank God. I'm still in love with Jesus. And it doesn't matter what anybody says about me. I know at the end of the day, I am living the life. Christianity is a lifestyle. It's my life. It's not just going to church. It's my life. It's my mindset. It's my heart. It's everything that I do day to day, And at the end of the day, God knows his children. It doesn't matter how they look. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. I hope this video makes sense. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share, and comment down below. Let's keep in touch, let's keep talking. Yeah, that's just my opinion. And tell me what you think about it. Tell me your opinion, tell me your experience. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you. I see you guys on my next video. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.